We're about to get started on our Sitting Pretty series with a special emphasis on being empowered with pet sitting and house sitting during retirement, with plenty of tips, but not an overwhelming amount to get started. And settling in on this first day is super important to have a successful and satisfying experience with pet sitting and house sitting. So let's get started. I'm Julie Jordan Scott. This is my second year of house sitting and pet sitting. I am so excited to be doing this once again, and I really love taking you along with me. So let's enjoy this first day in our adventuring together. Good morning, love. I'm in my Washington, D.C. area backyard, and oh, how I love it here. The family left early this morning for points, wonderful and fabulous, and Doggy and I, Doggy's right over here, are enjoying, let's see, it's dark back there, so I can't tell if you caught her. But I'm ready to have a great day at the house with the pup and a little bit of exploring. So let's get going. Come along where? In the passenger seat, of course, or on the sofa, whichever you prefer. The first day is mostly about being back with the pet again, and also setting up your daily routine so that she feels comfortable and that I feel comfortable. We've already played a game of time to come in the house and a little bit of, I don't know what to call the other games that we play, but we've had some fun playing those games. So she's feeling safe, she's understanding, and I'm feeling more grounded too. Exciting. Also, homeowners leave you directions of how to do certain things, what their expectations are, Wi-Fi codes and things like that. So that's also part of getting settled in on the first day. People often ask me a lot of questions about house sitting, and I'm more than happy to answer your questions as a part of this series. I think I settled on the name something like Sitting Pretty House and Pet Sitting Diaries, I think, for the series. I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. But I know for me in my retirement age, what has led me to house sitting, well, there's a couple of reasons why I started house sitting, but one is I get to visit places that I like to visit and that I would like to get to know, not as a tourist, but as a member of a neighborhood or community. When I'm here in Silver Spring, for example, I go to church just like other people. I shop at the grocery stores. I might go to farmers market. I participate in community events. It gives me a way to see, hey, would I belong in this place? This season so far, I'm returning to places where I've house sat in the past. And I've done that on purpose because I like these places. I like these families. And this year, the first year I was a little bit nervous, so I didn't do that much adventuring. This year I'm going to do more adventuring. In fact, today we went to a national, I'm not sure it's considered a national park. It is a National Park Service location. We'll just head over there and I'll show you a few things. I decided to walk in Rock Creek Park and explore there because it was established as the third national park by Congress in 1890. There are trails all around, and that's a chestnut oak tree. But this trail struck my heart deep inside because it is especially welcoming for the visually impaired. You can see by the yellow cord that people who are visually impaired can walk down the trail and not be worried about finding their way around. There are also some trails that have concrete, which means they can be accessible by wheelchairs and walkers. If you followed me for a while, you know that these are near and dear to my heart. They also have soil trails. They have bike trails. Incredibly beautiful and green in April, which has not quite got to my home state of New Jersey yet. But also the heat was fairly crushing, yet we had a really, really good time. The Olmsted brothers were hired in 1890 to do the landscape architecture of this newly decreed national park. This is the Pierce Mill, and while it was built in 1749 and is one of the many historical sites within the park, the Olmsted brothers figured out a way to make it seem as if this was all seamless and made to be in the first place. You are looking at the speedway, which is what helped the mill to mix up the grain, or actually mill the grain. What I've learned from my fascination with 17th and 18th century engineering is that mills need rivers in order to get their energy from the mill wheel. And this mill still has the wheel. This delighted me to no end. And look at this simple beauty. Here we are, Washington, D.C. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. I don't know what I was so worried about because this is very nice. You can't see my puppy. She's behind the barbecue, but she's over there. And I'm sitting here reading as the sun goes down. I call this pretty sweet. So guess what? We're done. Day 1 is through. Hooray. I am really excited to know what you would like to see more of. Do you have questions? Are you curious about things? And if you know anyone who's interested in house sitting and pet sitting, especially in retirement, I would love to hear from them as well. So if you could pass this along, that would be awesome. Because so many people are really curious, but I don't know all of them yet. And I would appreciate you helping me out with that. Before you go, take a look here at these adorable fish, which are also part of my responsibility while I'm here house sitting and pet sitting, because pet sitting is dogs and sometimes cats and sometimes fish, sometimes frogs, all sorts of things. So if you're enjoying this, I hope that you'll watch the entire series and even go to my original Nomad playlist for more information about house sitting and getting started in the very beginning. You can look in the description for the Nomad playlist.